Today we have our highly requested guests, content creators, recipe developers, and the faces behind SweetSimpleVegan.com, Jasmine and Chris.
I'm Dani.
I'm NISHA.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Hannah.
And this is
The Vegan View.
Cheers! We're so excited to have you. You guys are super highly requested, and we're so honored to have you on our show.
Thank you for having us.
It means a lot. We're honored to be here.
So will you guys tell our audience a little bit about what you guys do with Sweet Simple Vegan and with the ebook that just came out?
Take it away.
Okay. So Sweet Simple Vegan is just a platform we created to share vegan recipes and show how sweet and simple they can be, how veganism isn't hard to approach, show people that it's not a scary lifestyle. A lot of people coming from a non-vegan lifestyle really don't know where to start, so we want to give people an option and help them slowly transition into veganism. That's how it all started.
And Jasmine started this, and then I joined about a year or so ago, and we've been working together ever since. It's been great.
You guys are such a good team. I feel like normally, like a couple, it's so risky, but you
so
guys
hard,
get so much done and make killer
If you
content.
guys only knew what goes on.
Behind the scenes, it gets a little rocky sometimes.
I mean, behind the scenes, it gets a little rocky for me, and I'm doing it by myself.
Yeah, it's intense, but it's fun.
Are you guys
fun.
self-taught? Like, you guys have such beautiful food photography and so many good recipes.
Unique
How did you learn
combinations,
this?
In terms of photos and videos, we're self-taught. We just learn
I think
along
across the
way.
board. I mean, you went to school for nutrition, but
Yeah.
other than that, we're all self-taught.
Yeah, we learned a lot from our parents. Like, our parents love to cook, and they really inspired us to get into the kitchen. And even going vegan, I had to start cooking for myself, and that's where it all started.
It's funny to look back on like the photos we were
Oh my
taking in the
gosh.
beginning. If you scroll back to the beginning of Sweet Simple Vegan, it's funny.
You're in for a treat.
Yeah.
You guys have come a long way.
Well, once we started working together, we realized like how like better the content was that we were putting out. So
Because you both
cool.
bring something different to the table, different like skills and knowledge about like
Totally.
mechanical parts.
Yeah, and we both have different perspectives on things, food styling, and photographing in general. So we have a lot of discussions when we're setting things up, and I really think that helps with the photos as well. So
It's crazy how photography is such an important part of food blogging and that whole world, because the way you make food look makes it so much more attractive and makes someone want to eat it so much more.
Totally.
And from the outside, people don't realize like what goes into the photos because
Oh my
we're
gosh,
spending
I know.
hours on end
Yeah.
photographing things, and it's just
I've seen your setup. It's insane.
it's intense.
Very
And we're
a
constantly
huge
tweaking
ordeal.
and changing things, so we don't have it down perfect yet, but we're working
Looks
on
pretty
it.
Yeah.
perfect.
And I love how you guys do like healthy recipes and some like recipes with oil in it or with vegan cheeses that showcase vegan products, or like someone called them junk food, because I think that's such a good balance. Because I don't know, there's never a time that I'm only eating super healthy or only eating junk food. I feel terrible either way.
Totally.
So I like how you showcase that.
That's exactly why we did it. We were focusing on like high carb, low fat, whole foods, plant-based recipes, but we weren't eating that way 100% of the time, and we found
It's
that
my fault.
No, but it's nice because you can see two personalities in it.
and we could reach a wider audience, because not a lot of people want to eat the healthy food, but maybe if they come to our blog and find the non-healthy recipes, they'll see the healthy recipes and be like, oh, this looks good, maybe I'll try that. And so hopefully it inspires them to eat healthier.
So you guys are really good at making like healthy versions of comfort foods. Do you have some go-to tricks that you could share with our audience that are like, if you like this type of junk food, swap out this? Like, what are some hacks?
Well, we recently did something with caramelizing onions with veggie broth instead of with oil, so that was
Yeah, it worked perfectly.
it takes a little more time, but it works great.
Yeah, so just cooking with without oil in general, you just have to make sure the pan is not completely dry, so you're not burning everything. But it's super simple, and you could totally do it even with just water.
And we've been playing with a lot of like potato cashew cheeses recently, and that's
Yeah.
always fun.
And
You got a recipe coming soon with that, right?
yeah, and during the holidays, we experimented with breading things, and instead of using eggs, we wanted to, of course, a vegan substitute, so we used plain yogurt, and it was actually
It works
inspired by
really
you
well.
when you made the cauliflower at our house.
Oh,
yeah.
right. That's so, it feels so good.
Wait, what kind of yogurt?
Just plain vegan yogurt.
Oh,
Yeah, the
I
forager
use that for my
unsweetened.
cauliflower wings. It works so well because it really helps keep the moisture in the way that an egg would, but it doesn't. Yeah.
It's actually like a Indian technique. It's like how they do tandoori chickens or like a lamb.
Really?
Yeah, they tenderize it in yogurt because yogurt's a little bit acidic, and then it has that like fatty moisture in it, so it like makes things tender at the same time as introducing moisture into
That's
the dish.
interesting. Yeah, it's kind of changed
You're a
the
genius.
way we've been cooking.
Yeah.
I feel like I use it in almost every recipe now. It's like, I gotta chill with the cashew yogurt.
Because we buy a whole tub, so we have to use it all. I don't want
Yeah.
to waste it.
I just bought like so many cashews for a recipe, and it's just too much fun to make cashew cheese.
It really is.
You feel like a scientist because you're like, I just made cheese out of nut
Totally.
cheese.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
So I'm kind of in a position right now where I've been eating really bad, like a lot of vegan junk food, and I want to start incorporating eating healthier again. Do you guys have any tips of how to eat more whole food, plant-based in your life?
I think, I mean, planning ahead is definitely a
Yeah.
great thing to do. I know it's hard, but like prioritizing making meals for the day or for the week at like one specific time definitely helps. Because I know when we're really busy, we just like gravitate towards like whatever's easiest, and that's usually not the healthiest. So.
Yeah, and also just not having that food in your house. I realized by not buying the junk food, of course, we're not going to be eating it.
Right.
And we actually were struggling with that after the holidays. We just went a little crazy.
We
And
had
like,
so many
we felt
leftovers,
it.
too.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
We really felt it in our bodies. Like I felt slower. I didn't even want to go to the gym. Like, so we started a healthy eating challenge actually on our website and on Facebook, and we invited our followers to come join us. And just having that community and seeing what they're eating, seeing how they're on track, is keeping us in track too. We're like, okay, we need to like get down to business here. We need to start meal prepping. And
We do have to eat a little too much, but
Yeah.
other than that, we've been like when we make meals at home, they're definitely healthier than they used to be. So
What
it
are
helps.
some things that you guys eat like on a regular basis, and like what kind of groceries do you guys usually buy?
So we always make a big batch of rice and beans. I feel like every 3 days ish, because
There's always rice in the house,
yeah,
no matter what.
always. I think there's 6 of us in the house, so we're always like all the food's usually gone soon.
Are you white rice or brown rice people?
Brown rice. I just love the flavor.
And we put
Yeah.
turmeric in it, so it ends up yellow. But
Yeah.
it's good.
Somebody told me recently that turmeric is like really good for your skin.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
I've been like, okay, I
Put
need
it on
all the
everything.
turmeric. Yeah. That's awesome.
And roasting a big batch of veggies, just making large batches of meals. So lately, we started making recipes for the challenge. So we made like fajitas, which we've been making often with just veggies. What else? Mustard roasted veggies as well. It's so good. And it's so easy.
And then
Just
a lot
like-
of sauces too to like
Yeah.
top our
Yeah.
foods with,
Sauces
to
are
just add a little bit more flavor.
Yeah.
I know I DM'd you and I said, can you make an oil-free vegan sauce?
Yeah, it
Video
happened.
just for me. So what are some sauces that you like to put on foods?
Well, we just made like a creamy chipotle dressing, which was it was like cashew yogurt
Using
and,
the yogurt.
yeah,
That
and
sounds
chipotle peppers, and it was it was really simple. It was just a few ingredients, and it really goes good on everything.
Yeah.
So if our viewers want to find like these sauce recipes, they would go on to sweetsimplevegan.com
Yeah.
and then search it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, I need to do
And
that.
also, in terms of sauces, it's hard for me to eat greens. Usually I just toss it into a smoothie because I just don't want to chew like a humongous bowl of salad, even though I should. But when I have a lot of sauces and flavors in it, I feel like it's so much easier to
Yeah.
eat.
That's true.
And like
Absolutely.
sauteing greens makes it, I feel like
Yeah.
makes it seem so
They're
much
smaller.
smaller.
Yeah.
Kale, the salted
It's less
kale from
intimidating.
you. I make that all the time.
Yeah, I feel like you can eat like a lot more in like one bite, and it doesn't
Yeah.
feel as much.
Or with salads, if you have like a hot-cold combination, I feel like that's really good too. So if you do like roasted chickpeas on a salad or like some kind of vegan chicken or something, it makes it just so much easier to eat because it's
Yeah, like mask
more
the greens. With
interesting.
them.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
have to have a bite of something with the green just to like trick
Yeah.
yourself.
It's funny how you gravitate towards certain things when you eat like a bowl, like a salad. It's like, oh, why are all the greens left? Well, it's-
I have a question. So I feel like when I crave junk food, it's like I'm craving something really salty, and so that's why I go eat junk food instead. Or I'm like craving something really sweet, and then I'll just substitute with something junk foody. What do you guys do if you're like craving something really fatty? Do you just indulge, or do you have like a healthy swap for that you do instead?
It depends on what it is, but we usually try to go for healthy swaps.
Yeah.
Like
she tries to go.
What
for
do
it.
you do?
I mean, I'm guilty of just eating whatever's there. And,
Yeah.
But it's tough, and with this challenge, it's kind of given me a little bit more of an opportunity to eat healthier and like want to eat healthier. And I think if you want to eat healthier, it's a lot easier to do it than like kind of like making yourself do it.
yeah, if you
so.
feel like you need to, but you don't really want to, you're not going to. It's
Yeah.
just like kind of a hassle. But fully understanding why you should be eating healthier will definitely put into perspective and change your habits. And in terms of snacking, like I love nut butter and dates. I know it's so plain, but
my
like
gosh.
that's like fatty,
that's like my
sweet,
go-to. I love
so
it.
good. Yeah. And then just making homemade sweets, like refined sugar-free sweets. Just go online, Sweet Simple Vegan, or like another blog, and that's what I usually do. Just make things at home instead of buying pre-made snacks and stuff. And
then with like salty, savory things like baking potatoes and like eating them with hummus, like it's like the
So
perfect
good.
snack.
Hummus and potatoes, my jam.
Yeah.
So as someone who's studied nutrition, like what do you see as eating healthy? Is it like low fat? Is it just eating like a lot of plants? Like what do you try to focus on?
I try to focus on just a whole foods plant-based diet, and also I guess for like mentally and emotionally, I try not to be so strict about it because it's not, for me at least, it's not possible for me to go like fully whole foods plant-based, and I found that when I allow myself things sometimes like on weekends or we go out to eat once in a while, that really helps me eat healthier like in like long term.
Because you're not restricting. or
Totally,
anything.
yeah.
You really want to find the balance, really.
Yeah.
And I need to find the balance of not eating so much junk food. And she definitely helps
Yeah,
with that.
that's my
but-
problem. I'm
Yeah.
always like, Nisha, eat a vegetable. Like,
Because it's so easy to like go to
stop
veggie
eating
grill
tacos
or-
Right.
and pizza. Yeah.
That's my boyfriend and I's problem is that veggie grill is just so easy. Like
Yeah.
It
instead
really
of
is.
making food at the end of the day, we're really tired. We'll just go to veggie grill or something like that, and then we end up eating really unhealthy. Whereas if we were just to eat at home, we would have been so much better. But like the preparing ahead is a great tip. I'm definitely going to do that with the rice and beans and veggies. But is there one super easy go-to meal that you would say for like the laziest person ever?
Well, we've been doing a lot of like rice cooker meals recently, so
like
that's
one
been
pot.
huge. We made like this, it's like a pasta and lentil dish. Like just throw everything in
yeah.
a rice cooker and
You can make pasta in a rice cooker.
I've never done
it's
that.
so
Blew my
hearty
mind.
and it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Check out my rice cooker series.
have a
Yeah,
whole
true.
series of
Didn't you
that.
make
Yeah.
a cake in a rice cooker?
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like,
That-
whoa.
that's-
Okay, so if you guys had to narrow down 5 tips for a junk food vegan who wants to try to eat more healthy, what would you say are the best ways to do that?
So number one, like we were saying earlier, meal prepping, just getting an idea of your meals through the week, even if you can't have one day to meal prep for every single day, just have a plan.
Okay.
Because if you don't have a plan, then you're gonna be scrambling and then failing and then being like, I'm gonna start again next week. So
I'm
just
gonna Postmates instead.
exactly.
And then definitely cutting back on the junk food you have available in your house. Just
Right.
having more fresh produce and easily accessible healthy things is
Yeah,
definitely
Danny
helps.
and I were talking about that. If there's like nothing out and fresh fruit, we're not gonna eat it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Number 3, I would say just being educated as to why a whole foods plant-based diet is beneficial and why you should be eating mostly whole plant foods. I know this is kind of related, but when I first went vegan, I did it for health reasons. I didn't know anything about the ethical side or the environmental side, and I fell off of it. I like cheated here and there. And I didn't fully realize and learn about why vegan was so important. And once I learned about all those aspects, then I was like 100% vegan. I knew why I was doing it. And I feel like the same thing with healthy eating. You need to know why it's beneficial for your whole well-being, and you'll be more adamant about doing it.
What are some resources that
Yeah.
our viewers can check out that'll help them educate themselves?
How Not to Die is a great book. They have it as an audiobook as well because it's very thick. I couldn't read the whole thing.
And they just came out with a cookbook.
Yeah, How Not to Die cookbook that has a lot of whole foods plant-based recipes, as well as nutritionfacts.org. Dr. Michael Greger makes videos on different nutritional studies, and he talks about different aspects of not only veganism but health in general. He talks about different like vitamins and minerals and the benefits of certain foods, how to prevent and reverse diseases with food, whole plant foods. Yeah, so I think those could be very beneficial for education. 2 more.
I would say when you're at a restaurant, like learning how to, I guess, eat a little bit healthier there, because I know for me, I like to go for the most decadent, junky thing I can find, but just making like small tweaks to make it a little bit healthier.
What
that
are
can
some
go
of
a
the
long
tweaks
way.
that you like to do?
So I mean, I love gluten, but like if you wanted to sub a bun for like lettuce or something like that, or instead of getting French fries, getting a side salad. There's like little things like that could help.
yeah.
Sub and extra veggies.
Totally.
And then lastly, if you're able to find a community to help you, or find a partner to help you eat healthier, having Chris with me and having the Art Healthy Eating Challenge and everybody on there just helps keep us accountable. We post our photos of our recipes and our meals. So we're showing people what we're eating, and we're talking about the struggles we're having. And it's cool to hear about how everybody's relating to one another. Everybody's having the same struggles. And I don't know, it's just helped us a lot in changing our habits through the last month.
Like just knowing that you have a group of people behind you supporting you can really go a long way with sticking to a commitment of at least treating yourself better and eating healthier.
And your Facebook group is Sweet Simple Vegan, or?
It's on our Sweet Simple Vegan Facebook, so facebook.com/sweetssimplevegan. We have a group in there, I believe. Is that how they access
Yeah, it's a
it?
private group, but I think it's called SSV Healthy 2018.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
And then we made a hashtag to really make
Yeah.
it official.
Yeah.
And that's how you know it's official.
Yeah, I think things like that help me a lot.
Yeah, being held accountable for sure. Because once I tell somebody something, then I don't want to fail.
Yeah.
Right.
So
especially
for
if you have
sure.
like a community, like an Instagram or your YouTube channel, like people are gonna be like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna do this." And
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Just here to disappoint you.
And I also have a sixth tip. Utilize resources online in terms of like recipe blogs because you can find a lot of healthier versions of junk food you want, like burgers, pizza, cakes, like everything, cookies. There's a lot of whole foods, plant-based recipes to make those healthier. So
I think that
would
might have
utilize
been
that.
5 too.
Was that 5 or 6?
Yeah, I think it might have been 5. I
Okay.
don't know. 5 or
More
6.
the merrier. You know?
How do you find the other food blogs that you like to look at? Do you do Pinterest or Instagram?
Mostly Instagram.
It's
Yeah.
so helpful.
What are other ways that our viewers can reach you?
Well, I have an Instagram, Conscious Chris. Jasmine has Sweet Simple
So
Vegan.
Sweet Simple Vegan.
And then we do the website together, sweetsimplevegan.com.
We have a YouTube channel where we make recipe videos and everything in between. We have vlogs, informational videos. It's just Sweet Simple Vegan.
We're not on Twitter.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry guys. I can't get into that.
But you did come out with a cookbook recently, an ebook, which is awesome. The ebooks are so cool because you just have them on your phone and on your tablet. So like when you're grocery shopping or when you're cooking, it's just like immediately you don't have to wait for it.
Yeah.
And that has a lot of healthy recipes too, right?
Yeah. So we actually collaborated with our parents to put that together.
Oh, how cool.
And yeah, so not only is it healthy vegan recipes, but we also made recipes that we grew up eating, veganized versions of them.
So there's a lot of Italian recipes from my parents and then Filipino recipes from Jasmine.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
It's really cute.
What are your favorite recipes from the book, like each of you?
Oh my gosh.
that's tough.
I would have to say my mom's recipes just because Filipino, all of them, honestly. I can't pick one, but Filipino food is so comforting for me because that's what I grew up eating. And when I went vegan, I thought I couldn't ever eat that again, but now I can, so it's great.
I'm going to say my mashed potato bites that I made.
Oh, yeah.
Those are really
Sounds
Good.
so good.
And is everything in your ebook healthy, or do you think it's like a good balance?
It's a good balance.
It's definitely not all healthy.
It's not all healthy. A lot of what Chris made is not. But then all of what I made is all oil-free, refined sugar-free, mostly gluten-free. So there's a healthy mix of everything in there. And then his mom made a lot of healthy recipes as well. So I would say it's like 50-50.
And the ebook's called Planting Our Roots.
Yeah,
So.
forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
I love that title. It's perfect.
Yeah,
That
we'll
is
link
really
that
cool.
down
Good
below
title.
for you guys.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, we brainstormed a lot about that. And
But when you guys are at home, who usually does the cooking?
Yeah.
Since you guys are both such good cooks.
I feel like it's a mix of both of us.
I make more like sandwiches and
He makes very decadent
Yeah.
things.
You guys should check out both of their Instagrams, but like his Instagram is always like these awesome looking sandwiches and burgers, and I'm always just scrolling like, oh, I like your Instagram.
it's my
So
go-to.
good. Boring.
I think I comment, can I come over?
Like
You're always
everything.
welcome. You're all always welcome.
Aw.
We always have so much food.
Yeah,
so.
please, actually, come over.
All right.
Well, you'll be seeing us soon.
So that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for coming. It was so great to have you.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out their channels and blog and Instagrams and all the things. And we would love to know what tips you guys have for eating healthy. Leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. We also have a Facebook group that's really fun. And check out our individual channels. And we will see you guys in our next video. Bye.
Bye.